Hey, hi, hello again everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites every single time. Folks, it is tremendous to be back out here with all of you. I have to tell you, I have become slightly addicted to this video game, Ball X Pit, the roguelite, arkanoid, breakout game, call it what you want. I think anything's fair, but I have become addicted. It's a tremendous game. These guys sold 100,000 copies in the first 24 hours or so. It's selling like hotcakes, and they deserve it. It's a great game. I wanted to come back in and play more today, and you know what? I'm off. So I said, hey, you know what? Let's just do it live, right? Why not? What could go wrong? Looks like you're enjoying it as well, Panthro. That's great to hear. Thanks for being out here with us. Now, as you can see, I've put together quite the mess. It is quite the mess. But you know what? It's my mess. It's my mess. And I feel pretty good about it. So let's see what we've got here. I think I opened up something. I've got a couple new characters. Since we got together last time, some things have changed. I've opened up one new area. We did beat the ice level, if I'm remembering correctly, last stream. Hey, Cameron, thanks for being out here with us. And yeah, we're just ready to dive back in. We'll probably go through some of the previous areas again as well, because why not, right? All characters gain +1 bonus. Leadership affects how many baby balls you have and how much damage they do. That sounds wonderful. Let's make even more of a mess. How about that, right? Let's do it. Okay. So we've got that down. I think we're ready to do the pinball action a little bit. Let's see if we can grab some resources and activate some things. I've got 4 characters now. I feel pretty great about that. Yeah, the more you have, the more you've got bopping around out there. It's cool. It's very good. All right. So I think we're going to dive back in here. So last time around, we did not have these 2 characters, and they are perfectly weird. Both of them have really neat gimmicks. This one has a piercing capability, and these 2, well, they shoot in mirrored directions from each other, and it is outstanding. So this is the new area that I've opened up, and haven't gotten through that one yet, but I'd like to just warm up a little bit, you know? It's been a minute, right? Need a warm up. Speaking of warming up, I'm out here with a delicious coffee from Airship. I hope you've got something good in your cup. Look, if it's a Goat Force video, we're talking about coffee because, you know, it's a crime not to, right? I'm sorry I didn't give more of a warning on the timing of the stream today. It just so happened that it was going to work out with the schedule. I wasn't sure because I had to take one of the vehicles into the shop, and you know there's always a bit of a variable on that process, right? But they were able to knock out the task relatively quick. It is crazy to me what it costs to have a car worked on these days. I mean, everything is just, God, it's wild out there, right? I know, I'm preaching to the choir. I realize that. But my goodness. My wife's vehicle was having an issue with the pressure sensor on the tire, and, you know, she's unlike me, whereas, you know, most problems, like, for instance, I'm having a problem with the vehicle, it's making a sound. We can fix that. Turn the volume up on the radio, you're back to being all good again, right? She doesn't believe in that same form of science, and would prefer things get fixed. And, well, so, ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what we did today. We got it fixed, and the wallet feels a lot lighter, I'll tell you that much. All right. Hey, friggin' Goon, how are you? Got the Nosferatu and the atomic bomb today, bud. That's awesome. That's awesome. Getting 1.5x baby balls, but your aim becomes scattered. I might be okay with that. I might be okay with that. I'm glad you're doing good. You know, it felt like lately when I'd read your comments, you know, you were having, well, maybe slightly bad luck out there, but glad things are turning around for you, man. Yeah, right? Well, you know, it feels like sometimes you get in a rut and you're there for a minute, and the only way is through, right? I was telling one of my kids that last night. The only way is through. Get uncomfortable. It's good for you. Sometimes, right? She thinks that one of the music professors is calling her out a little bit more often. I said, no, that's good for you. Be center stage. I appreciate that. I'm glad. Cheers to all of you. I'm gonna sneak a sip in here. Mm-hmm. Happy Friday. And, you know, I think we need a bleed ball. I think that would be nice for us. Let's do it. I really appreciate that, Cameron. Thanks so much. You know, we have such an awesome community here, and I'm so appreciative. I say this usually on these streams because everybody is very appreciative and, you know, happy that they can join in. And, you know, I'm appreciative as well. I need this just as much as you all like this and, you know, relax to this. I mean, it does the same thing for me. So I truly appreciate that you all appreciate it. All right, let's add to the multiplier here. You know, it's a good point, Goon. This particular teacher, I have actually spent some time with. I've been in the room. Back when she was in junior high, they actually did kind of like, I'll call it a critique night, you know, where they brought in an outsider to listen to the music and help the students. And, of course, he was one of the folks that they brought in, and I think he's awesome. I think she's lucky to, you know, be under his tutelage. So, again, I just kind of reinforce, hey, this is good for you, okay? Lean into it. Lean into it. And you're right. You're absolutely right. Earlier on in my career, I had some leaders that would tell me, oh, you know, the way to grow is to be uncomfortable. You know, we need to look for opportunities to make you uncomfortable. We've got to get you out in front. You got to be in front of people. We got to get you up there presenting, right? And, you know, that was all well and good. And now I'm not so new in the career. And so I've made it a point to tell previous and current leaders, don't try and make me uncomfortable. I've grown. I'm grown up now. I'm good. I don't want to be pushed anymore. No pushing or prodding of the goat. Right? Yeah. All right. I think we're getting a little bit passed up here in terms of our damage output and enemy durability. We're gonna see what happens here. I feel like the walls are closing in a little bit right now. All right. Well, at least there's a level up, right? This would probably be helpful. Everyone is a pansy. Nobody wants to be uncomfy. They all want to show up in slippers and hold teddy bears. Yeah, you know, I think there is a degree of that. I do think that there's a degree of that. You know, this world has all types of people, and we all have to figure out how to come together and work together and make it all happen, right? Okay, all right, the cohabitants. Let's return back and see what we can see from a building and cropping standpoint. But perhaps we can even expand out. I think that might be nice to do. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's take a look at this guy. What does this do for us? It's going to assign a character here to harvest up to 1 wood from each adjacent forest every 9 minutes. Okay. Well, that might be interesting. Wouldn't mind having one of these out there again. Yeah, let's do this. We'll pop one of these guys out there, put it in the corner, because I may want to put one of these other ones down that, that gathers the resources that they're next to. Anyway, all right, let's pop something off here. So we've got a couple buildings up there that still need to get whacked around a little bit, so let's just send everybody this way. There we go. All right, finished a couple projects. We'll take it. And by a couple, I do mean 3. Cheers to all of you. Okay, well, that's good. I feel like going back in with these 2 again just to see if we can put together a better run here. I mean, you know, this is another one of those games where every time you play, you're bringing back helpful resources, you're growing a little bit, and it's all good. We've got the double shooters, of course, but what we miss out on is the full damage. It cuts it in half, which I think is fair. You know, it's a pretty cool ability that they're throwing our way. So does anybody have interesting weekend plans at all? We're going to be making Paula Deen's bacon cheeseburger meatloaf and having a bunch of people over to carve pumpkins. We do it every year. We've probably been doing this, I don't know, for 15 years now. Something like this. It's a pretty long-standing tradition. No kidding, these are your favorite. Okay. Which balls have you had the most success with? I do like the iron ball quite a bit, you know, because it's got the higher damage for these 2. Might be interesting to go with the stone dudes as well. Oh, that sounds awesome. It has been a while since I've been to a haunted house, but I was feeling like I should add that into the rotation one of these weekends. The problem is we just end up being so busy this time of year that it's hard to fit anything in. You know what I enjoy is a haunted forest walk. Okay, awesome, Goon. I'll look for opportunities for that, for sure. Let's go with the Brood Mother. Oh, wow. The nuclear ball. That sounds amazing. Let's not get frozen. Let's just say the character you are playing is the best start for the NOS ball. Okay. All right. I do like the laser ball as well. Ooh, look at this. We may just have a statue run. I would be fine with it. Yeah, so anyway, I'd like to find a haunted forest walk if possible. This should be nice. Oh, I feel like that ball is putting in the work right now. Let's add to the mix. I did not know that the passives have evolutions. And this game really has a ton going for it. All right. Like the city tours, they take you to multiple haunted buildings and they go over the historical significance. Yeah, you know, it's funny you mentioned that because, you know, we'd like to get out to Maine at some point because, oh, look at this. Look at this. All right. There is a Stephen King tour that's supposed to be really good. I mean, let's be honest, there's probably 14 Stephen King tours out there to be found. But we'd like to get out that way. Currently reading a book that was recommended by King called We Live Here Now. And it's been enjoyable so far. You know, I've kind of got, well, not kind of, I definitely got away from reading for a while. And I kind of have to just force myself to sit down and, you know, just stop and focus. I have a very hard time sitting down and just stopping and focusing and accepting the quiet and accepting the focusing on the book. Because if I try to do something else at the same time, and by the way, audiobook, I should say, you're probably like, what are you talking about? Audiobook, if I try to do something at the same time, like, hey, I'm gonna get up, I'm just gonna make the bed while I listen to this, it's gone. I'm just like trailing off into other thoughts, you know? That said, the book is pretty enjoyable so far. Let's go with a bleed ball again. Tried so many times to read Bag of Bones, which at the time was like the one book I hadn't read of his, but that book was terrible. Well, you know, I can't say from experience. Haven't spent any time with Bag of Bones. The other one that I was reading a little bit was You Like It Darker. which is a set of short stories from King. And I've read 3 of those so far. Very, very good. For my taste, of course. You know, I mean, that's the thing. Like, everybody's got a different opinion of what they like. But I enjoyed it. All right, let's go ahead and we will add this. Hello, Game Vault. Thanks for being out here with us. Happy Friday to you. All right, we got to get rid of this thing. Right meow. Perfect. Oh, wow. Yeah, you like it when you get a little bit of experience for everybody. Now let's get this to level 3. Okay. The whole book is like telling the story one sentence at a time, starting over each chapter. Like, chapter 1 is my wife died, chapter 2 is my wife died. Got it. Okay. I have not read anything by Juno Ito. What kind of books does Juno write? Is it another horror author? Oh man, this might be good to get. Or maybe we do this. Maybe we do this. We're gonna do that. All right, they're coming with the large pieces again, but we're ready. We're ready, I think. Oh, look at this. Oh, I thought maybe we could fuse all 3. I got excited for a second there. All right, let's go with some bloody eggs. That doesn't sound nice. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Well, that statue is not popping yet. He writes surrealism horror. That sounds interesting. That sounds very interesting. So let's re-roll. Okay. So we'll go with this wind ball. All right, I'm feeling a little bit trapped right now. This may not work out, folks. Okay, that's all right. I did see the glass of cherry Ludens right over there. It was slightly out of reach, but that's okay. That's all right. We're just funning around. Okay. I'm gonna sneak those sips in, right? Let's see here. Do we want to add to this mess at all? Maybe? No? Maybe not? What do we have over here? Assign a character here to harvest up to 1 wood from each adjacent forest. I don't know. I feel like we've got a decent amount of most of the resources, so I don't know how important it would be to put down more stuff at the moment. I think, hey, I can appreciate a recaffeination break. So let's maybe pop off this way, right? Get in the back there, see if we can run into that. Yep, couple more times, maybe, no. All right. Well, this one's getting there. I like it. Okay. We're gonna jump back in here. Boy, oh boy, I feel like maybe we should give the mummy a try. Sorry, the embedded, not the mummy. Balls always pierce enemies until they hit a wall. This is interesting. So let's go there, and I'm actually gonna take us back to the boneyard, I think. Just to be clear here, we have not finished any of these, right? Okay, yeah. So let's go to the boneyard. You know, you do get bonus points accumulated by completing the different areas with each character, and that's fun. I appreciate how many ways they have figured out how to, you know, invite the player back, making us recomplete the same zones. You know, usually I don't do that in games. You know, once I finish a spot, I want to go on to the next spot, but it feels good. It feels good doing that in this game. So here we are. Figure out ways to keep us locked in. All right. I don't necessarily want the vampire ball. I might actually re-roll this. I mean, I think I'm gonna re-roll. Oh, right. Can't re-roll. All right. Yeah. Coins are important to have. Now, if we can find the power-up that adds to damage if we hit the back row, and even hitting enemies in the back, that would be interesting. So maybe we do this. Perfect. Let's go with that. You know, you were talking about hitting the haunted house. The one thing I have not done that I would like to do is the haunted houses at Universal Studio. I think you can get to them via City Walk. Let's go increased fire rate. I have a friend that lives out that way, but he's not a horror buff. That's really not his thing. And I always think to myself, oh man, that's so unfortunate, because those houses are supposed to be amazing. Oh, no kidding. Well, did you get to go to the new area of the park at all? I think that just opened recently, right? All right. Ooh, nice little 4-packer. That's great. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we had a blast when we went. You know, we did the... What is that dude's name from Harry Potter? Hagrid? The motorcycle roller coaster. Can I tell you, I had no idea that ride was going to be as ferocious as it was. I mean, I thought, oh, okay, it's Hagrid. It's just going to be a nice little kids ride. You know, the younger Harry Potter fans out there, no big deal. It was absolutely not a tame ride at all. Thing really gets going. We loved it. We loved it. Okay, balls deal 150% damage, but damage decays by 30% each time they bounce. You know... I'm gonna re-roll this. Alright, we'll go with the fireball. Oh, no kidding. Okay, so we could do a fusion or just an evolution. I'm drawn to the evolution. So we get the virus or one that I apparently have not had yet. Fire and ice. Let's do it. Now, are you talking about where it stops on purpose and then they like lower you down, but it takes a long time? Oh, that's good to know, Goon. That's good to know. I wasn't aware of that. All right, we're gonna do this. Because I'll tell you, when we got to that moment where that ride just, you know, they let you hang in there for a little bit, I legit thought something is wrong. Oh, wow. Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, when we were lowered down, I thought, well, wait a second. Isn't there a car above us? We're stuck here. What happens if that car gets lowered and then it, you know, oh God, and then my whole life flashed before my eyes, right? Like they say it does, and you would not believe the amount of cups of coffee that I like got to re-enjoy, you know? Cause that's what it's about for me. All right, let's upgrade this laser here. And let's go ahead, like Goon's saying, let's go ahead with the evolution. I'm so glad you mentioned that the evolutions are typically the way to go. That's great to know. The dev posted some Steam stats earlier. This was like a couple hours ago that I saw this. There were 20,000 people playing Ball X Pit. What a time. I think you're absolutely right, Cameron. And I feel like in that moment, when you're in that room, they should flash something on the screen that says, you're not going to die. You're not going to get smashed by this is supposed to happen. Like, that would have helped me in that moment. In fact, I was riding with my daughter, and she said to me something like, hey, if we're here, is there a car above us? And that's what triggered it for me, you know? That was not fun. That was maybe not a fun moment. I'm gonna take a sip here. Cheers to all of you. All right. Balls deal 20% bonus damage until they hit a wall. We're gonna re-roll that one. And we are going to go ahead and upgrade that. Look, Goon, that's a fair point. I see what you're saying there. I see what you're saying there. Oh, that is a solid point, you know? My goodness. Yeah, maybe they just fill the line with signs that say Memento Mori, right? Just remind everybody right before. Yeah. I feel like we don't need the ghost ball because we have a ghost ball. I'm gonna re-roll this, and we're gonna go ahead and get a wind ball. Live really close to Dollywood. It's another amusement park, and the amount of people that truly get stuck on rides is baffling. Gosh. Yeah. You know, we were how is Dollywood? Have you been there a whole bunch? We were considering a trip out that way as well, but we might adjust plans. All right, we are making progress. We are cooking with gas. Doing all the things, folks. All the things. They have tags on toasters to not use in the bathtub, and you think a sign that says you're actually safe is going to stop people from freaking out. It's, you're speaking hard truth. You really are. It is true. Okay, let's, when you catch a special ball, automatically shoot 1 to 3 new baby balls in random directions. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Let's do that. All right, glad for that. That's cool, Cameron. I might have to check that out then. Okay, so we're gonna skip the fusion. We're just gonna do an upgrade. Oh, I feel a little bit taken advantage of there. What do they need to be in order to evolve them? Do they have to be up to level 3? That's the deal. Let's... Oh, that could be interesting there. Passes through enemies. Right. Let's think about this. Love your vids, Goat. Hail coffee, cheers to you. Well, cheers to you, propane guy. Cheers to you. Glad you're out here with us. And thanks for that info, Goon. All right, so level 3 for the evolution. Oh, I totally forgot about that guy down there. That's all right. Growing up, you know, we would hit the amusement parks pretty frequently. Kings Island, that was one of them in rotation. Cedar Point. Big Cedar Point fans out there. Millennium Force, right? If you know, you know. You manage an amusement park currently. Wow. All right, we got fusions. We've got fissions. I think we'll take the fissions and avoid the fusions. What I'd really like is another evolution opportunity, but maybe we don't have anything that works together. All right, I will go with this. What is managing an amusement park like these days? Oh, interesting, Goon. Okay. 4 can't evolve. All right, so that's the bummer of the summer then. Okay, good to know. Good to know. So then, is it best to just, if you're in that type of pickle, then it's probably just best to combine them, right? And open up space for things that you can evolve. Probably speaking the obvious, right? Right. Okay. Yeah, well, let's see if we can get the old W here. There's our buddy. Gotta get the angle just right here. At some point, I'm not even watching what's going on above anymore. Just focused on the bottom and all the purplies. Well, that was nice. All right, so we got a win with the embedded. That's great. Collect 2 each bounce. Increase the harvest clock by 0.2 seconds. Oh, that's great. That's great. That's why it's worth playing as all characters. Been there for 10 years. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I specifically do the operations side of things like scheduling and resources. My primary job is to train employees on a ropes course. Oh, that's cool. I think ropes courses are awesome. I am definitely afraid of heights. But I have done a ropes course or 2 in my day. And it's a great time each time. Okay. Well, you know, we can upgrade these buildings as well, and so I think it's probably worth doing that. All characters getting +3 bonus dex. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. All characters getting +1 bonus endurance. Affects your max health. Yep, that would be worth it. +1 bonus leadership. Yep. Let's do that as well. Okay. Need to move the wheat around the farm. Yeah, you know, you're not wrong. I mean, I've definitely made a mess of things. I realize that. I think what I'll do is, you know, once I'm offline, I'll spend some time doing this. Or you know what? To be totally honest with all of you, my daughter geeks out over this stuff. I'll probably just sit her down and say, "Hi, I would like you to make this much nicer for everyone," and she'll have a blast with it. I'll just outsource it. I'm just gonna outsource it, right? And it's a win-win. You know, she loves doing it. I have feelings about it. You know, and that's fine, right? We all have our strengths and not strengths, right? All right, let's see if we can. Perfect. Got that built. That's great. Okay. I feel pretty good about that. Okay, so some bonus strength, some bonus speed. Really good. Just give you access. I'll have it done in minutes. Love it. All right. Let's get back in here. I think we should make an attempt at this third zone again here. Scattered aim, but shoots twice as fast. Constantly launches balls if any are available. Can move at full speed while shooting. I like that. I like that. Let's give the desert a try. See what we can see out there. Video games and coffee on a Friday. This is living. This is living. Definitely a harder area. Let's see. When you catch a special ball, automatically shoot 1 to 3 new baby balls in random directions. Or Mr. Friggin' Goon, do we go with magnesis? Do we go with magnesis? Yes, we do. Because of course we do. How dare you? We're gonna be tearing it up out here. All the gems are belonging to us. All of them. All right, some decks for us. Ooh, I really like the pressure valve. Really like the pressure valve. My humble opinion, I don't ever, but I don't know if there's an evolution. And by the way, that's your 100% chance to say. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It is. And I did that because of your comment the other day. You can always count on some magnesis, right? I love the pressure valve. It's very good. I mean, they're always grouped up, right? So you're always getting a win out of it. All baby balls deal 20% more damage. Hallelujah. Let's do it. I appreciate that. Oh, I feel like this is gonna be a good one. Now, I wonder if the pressure valve has an evolution at all. It's hard to imagine it being made even nastier, you know? Oh, okay. All right. Rattle the horn, eh? I feel like We need some poison. All right. So you're saying watch for the rattle, eh? I will watch for set. Oh, like this rattle, you mean? My goodness. Maybe we'll just rattle a horn, indeed. We hope. We hope to rattle the horn. I love a subtle hint. All right. Take a sip here. Cheers to all of you. I am enjoying this video game with all of you. Let's go ahead and put a point into said rattle. So we've got to get these up to level 3. Oh, okay. Well, I look forward to seeing this. I mean, they are not kidding about the baby balls. There are a ton of them. Yeah, it's always tempting to look, right? And then sometimes you go, oh, I would have liked to figure that out on my own. But I get it. I totally get it. I really like this this ball that we just picked up here. All right, we're gonna put it in the rattle. Assign a worker here to mine. Okay, cool. So let's go evolution. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm excited. Each time baby balls are created, spawn 0 to 1 additional baby balls. Whoa. All right, that's awesome. Oh, look at this. I feel like we should put into that, but I would also like another another ball. All right, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, this is gonna be a totally wild run. Let's go with this. Well, I'm just glad that you ended up telling me that the relics could be evolved, because I had no idea that was even a thing. Oh, here we go. Now we're talking. Let's get some fiery poison going, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. There only looked like 5, maybe 6 pairs, something like that. Most of them look later game, like items we don't have yet. Okay, all right, good to know. I think I'd like to upgrade the cornucopia. Let's get even more baby balls flying around out there. We're doing it for the balls today, folks. celebrate the balls, right? Not like that. This is a family show. Come on. Get out of the gutter, all right? Come on. Come on now. Okay. You know, I feel like we have to do this, right? More baby balls, right? Did a mega baby ball run with a bunch of vampire evos. There were baby balls everywhere. Wow. That's cool. I love the variety. You know, as long as they can put something together where no two runs are the same, just keeps us coming back, right? Just get all kinds of silly out there with your builds. Holy cow. And we've still got plenty more time to improve. I mean, I'm worried for the enemies, if I'm being honest. Look at everything happening on the screen. It's wild. Okay. Let's see. Ethereal Cloak. Balls go through enemies and deal 25% bonus damage until they hit the back of the field. That is amazing. But boy, oh boy. I think that would be really good. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh boy. Okay, let's level this up. Wow, these big guys are slightly concerning here. That's wild. Oh no, all right, one down. Let's level this up. Let's see if we can take this guy down before we die. Oh boy, all right in the nick of it. Let's... I would not mind fusing these two. All right, Earthquake Laser, sounds good. I think we're out of things for them to give us. There's some health, though. We'll certainly take that. Let's see. Let's go with... Destroys itself after hitting an enemy. Don't necessarily want that. We're just going to do the laser again, I think. I mean, that back row up there is just getting pillaged regularly, and I'm here for it. I am here for it. You know, maybe making it so where the balls were going straight through was was not the way to go. I don't know. I'm not so sure, you know, because we were doing okay. It feels like until I made that change. That's all right though. That's all right. That was pretty great. Cornucopia was awesome. Okay. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. I thought for a minute that the, you know, having them bounce around in the back was the way to go, but yeah, maybe it's so harmful for the DPS that it's just not really worth doing at all. Interesting. All right, let's see. What do we want to do here? Could just upgrade some of the resources so that it provides more, I suppose, right? Why not? Yes. That one's still on its way. Do that one. All right. Let's see what we can muster up here. If we just send everybody, well, we'll send them out that way. See how this goes. Nice. Hey, buddy, enjoy the lunch. We've got another new character, folks. This is exciting. The Cogitator. All right. That's exciting. Let's see what we got here. Gonna have fun with the Cogitator. All right, cool. Cool, I'm glad to hear it. He's got a gold boost right now, too. Speaking of gold, how are we doing? We might want to just go ahead with an expansion here. Let's do that. But thanks for hanging out, Goon. Have a good rest of your day and have a great weekend. Have fun out there. May your good luck surge continue. A brilliant philosopher, lost in thought, automatically chooses upgrades. Wow, you know, this might be a match made in heaven. This might be wonderful for me. Let's dive in. Let's see how this goes. Hey, maybe, you know what? I'll tell you what, Goon, you heard it here first. When we get to 1 million subscribers, notice I say when, not if. When we get to 1 million, we'll do a reveal of some kind. How's that? Right? We just got to get to 1 million first. Yeah, I'm liking the thought of auto choices. Just take that out of my hands completely. What could go wrong? Nothing. Nothing at all. All right. Okay, I'm liking this already. That's awesome. I'm ready. Let's do it. Yeah, we are so back, Cameron. It's true. It's true. And you don't have to worry. We are so back because I'm not making the decisions this time. A sophisticated AI is in charge. All right. You know, I don't know. Kaysler, probably another hour or so. I'm thinking. All right, we're going horn this time. I don't mind it. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
you know, I don't have too many plans today, and I ended up taking the day off to take the car into the shop, like I was saying earlier, and so I thought, boy, I'm gonna play this anyways. Why not play with the community, right? Okay, apparently we're taking that. What could go wrong? Sometimes I like to try and level up a whole bunch of times before I grab that, just so we've got a maximization of options, you know? I appreciate it. Glad you're hanging out. Okay. I gotta tell you, I really like the this character's look as well. It's a really nice avatar. Look, if this character is just gonna direct me to all the awesome evolutions, I think I might have just found my main. Oh yeah, I do appreciate the brood mother. Yes, agreed, Cameron. I'm looking forward to it, Goon. Oh, look at this. You know, I didn't even catch what that said. It did say earthquakes happen easier, or it maximizes the earthquake or something? Oh, AoEs are better. Okay, got it. Got it. Okay. Okay. Oh, so it's even selecting the evolutions for us. The goat has no control over... Oh my goodness, radiation beam? Wow. Okay. All right, I get no choices and I don't mind. We've got a radiation beam now. This is very exciting. I think I just found my new favorite character. Just show us all the recipes automatically. Relax and let us do the cooking. Oh, I'm definitely aiming, Cameron. I am in charge of the aiming, but all the choices, all the upgrade choices are chosen for me. And I'm quite happy about it. So far, I have spotted 0 mistakes. Yeah, I still have control over the movement and the aiming. All right. Okay. What do we got here? Oh my goodness. All right, Blizzard. Holy cow. case it wasn't abundantly clear that I found my new favorite character, I have found my new favorite character. Blizzard is amazing. Yeah, it sure does. Okay, this is really phenomenal. Look, I just have to praise the dev. I mean, I can't think of a rogue that I've played where, you know, they say, hey, and here's a character that, you know, is going to make all the choices for you and optimize on your level up options. That's really neat. Really, really cool. All right. I wonder if we're going to see another evolution here off the Broodmother. Oh, okay. Wow. The Broodmother and Radiation Beam? Holy cow. All right. Yeah, this is wild. Yes, Mothra. Now you're reminding me that it's been forever and a day since I've seen a Godzilla film. All right. You know what? I will agree with you there. They definitely took the films in a different direction. I still think they're fun though. Still think even in their new instances, they are still have a good time with them. Wow. Godzilla's Day Off. What did you see him in on Broadway? Did you see him live on something? Oh, okay. Live performances are amazing. I have always wanted to go and see Death of a Salesman. Really, really love that. Main character. Oh, wow. You got to see them together? I bet that was amazing. That had to be fantastic. All right. Well, I don't think we're going to have too terribly difficult of a time unless I really screw things up. You know, not that that's never happened before, but I think I have a good feeling right now. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I bet Sweeney Todd would be a fantastic show as well. We're getting there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's outstanding. He retired in New York City for about 5 years, did nothing but play golf and go to shows and eat at pretentious restaurants, piss off the upper class by being at a $3,000 a plate dinner in jeans and t-shirt. Holy cow. I was going to ask you, you know, when you said Broadway, did you mean New York? I haven't been out that way. Most people that know me that have also been in New York say to me, don't ever go to New York. You'll get lost, and there's mobs of people and you'll get lost. See, they know me really well. They know me like some of you know me. You know, if you've watched any of my work on Kronos on the members side, you know that I tend to get lost, right? Navigation, the first Garmin unit that I have, it was like a rebirth for me. It was like this is the first day of the rest of your life. Welcome to Garmin. Welcome to never being lost again. It was just such a moment. There are numerous stories of when people have asked me for directions, and I've tried to tell them, please don't ask me for directions. This is not going to end well for you or any of us. And, they just continue to press me for directions, and I have gotten people lost. But I've warned them, to be fair. I have warned them in advance. But I think that's really neat that you got to see that. So now we want to hear more about the restaurants. Well, I do. Tell me about $3,000 a plate skirt steak. I would like to understand what that experience is like. All right, we're gonna just litter the place with some more of these so that when I ask my daughter to clean things up. And I will be. Well, we'll just make it a little bit harder, right? There, little bit of those. Just a happy accident, right? Yeah, put a couple of those there. Never hurt anybody. All right. Well, we definitely have some things here popping off. So let's go this away, right? Start plinking away at stuff.
beautiful. This was a nice harvest for us, I think. Great. Very bountiful indeed. Skirt steak, but with gold leaf. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm here for it. Okay. Yeah, we are going back in with the cogitator because the cogitator is amazing. We're going to play through these 2 levels, and then we're bringing the cogitator to the desert. Cogitator is the way. Okay? If you know, you know. And I like that he starts with the laser as well. That was a favorite for a while. There's probably still plenty of other ones to find. Now that's a great spot to have that stuck. You know, I'll tell you, a few weeks ago, the brother-in-law and I, oh, wow, okay. Are we going to have a ghosty Evo this time? Because I have not yet seen that. That's going to be fun. The brother-in-law and I went out to a place known for their skirt steak. And, well, of course, they served it with chimichurri, and God, that is a thing that I really like. Really like a good chimichurri on beef. I really like the iron ball and the extra damage that it does. Okay. Favorite place to eat, Peter Luger. Was there 3 or 4 times a month? Easily. Wow. Do you know what? It's funny you bring up Peter Luger's. I was watching a YouTube short the other day with a guy that, you know, visits a bunch of the fancy steakhouses of the world, and he was at Peter Luger's, and well, it looked amazing. He showed off their underground steak aging area. Oh, we're going fire this time. Interesting. Not have guessed that. And this is why I'm not in control. You and I also want to be you when I grow up. All right, so if you were there that often, Goon, I mean, did you have a go-to, like... They probably just got to know you really well. I mean, at the, you know, the upscale places like that, that's kind of what they do, right? Look at this. What do we got here? Look at this. Boy, I wish they would let us read it for a second. It looks like maybe a ninja star of some kind. We'll try hovering over that the next time we get an upgrade. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh, sorry about this. See, they make the choices very quickly so that I can't screw it up, right? They probably heard. They probably know about the channel. They said, oh gosh, we better turn up the speed with this guy. Well, here's what I can tell you about it. It's good.
Peter Luger's does not accept credit card. Interesting. You get invited by the family to take a personalized Peter Luger card made of... Come on. Serious? Dude, I feel like we're getting some really high-end underground information today. Card is just shown. They write down your number. Come on. That's a real thing? That's amazing, Goon. Appreciate you sharing that. That's awesome. All right, come on, we can do it. Maybe, all right, okay. Well, we got it. Oh, okay. All right. Whoa, indeed. Girlfriend's dad was so pissed at me, I got invited after going for about a year. He literally had been going his whole life. Never got invited. Come on. Okay, so what's the X factor? What do you think? What do you think you got to do to get the invite? Oh, we're going fire and ice again. That one was good. All right. We appreciate the subtle brag. We'll allow that here. Okay. Does anybody remember when the Starbucks app, like they had physics? They had a light physics engine on the app, and you could make the stars move around. The goat remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. All right, I really can't afford to take much more damage, folks. Let's get the Ludens while we can. Oh, wow. I think I got the invite over him because he acted like he had money but wasn't a dick about it. Acted like I ain't got shit, but I was lucky to have it, so the daughter gave me the card. That's wild. That is wild. Okay, we're gonna return to base. Hey, but you know what? You know what? So the luck changed. I hear you on that. But you know what? You enjoyed it while you could. And I think I can appreciate that. Wow. Massive swings. Increase intelligence scaling to D. As your intelligence gets higher, related stats like AoE power will improve faster. Well, we like that. We like AoE power. Let's put that over there. And we will maybe bounce that way and then hit the new area, maybe, in theory. that wasn't too bad. Increase speed scaling. Okay, so we completed that building. That's great. All right, we're gonna rock right back in there, and you already know what we're doing. Okay, we don't have to talk about it. Let's take a shot at the desert, right? Ooh, increased area of effect. All right. That could be interesting this time. You know, I have never been in a position where I've had money like that, you know, and so I can't, the types of numbers, you know, that you're talking about, dinner and everything, I've never been in a position to do those things, and I you know, don't have as much of an appreciation for those types of numbers, right? I think it's very, very cool that you were able to do the things that you did. Well, you did. I look at some of these successful creators out there, you know, and I'm talking about creators that have channels that, you know, 100,000 a month, right? And I just think to myself, all that we could do as a community if the channel was doing that. And, you know, I mean, we've got to dream big, right? It's free to dream big, but just from the standpoint of gamers outreach and opportunities like that, you know, all the go-karts that we could help build. We could do giveaways, you know, I mean, there would just be so much happening. And I look at some of these creators and some of the stuff that they get, you know, I mean, there's one ongoing, some of you have probably seen this, the shock collar thing, right? You know, it keeps popping up on my feed. If you're on the Twitters, you see this stuff regularly, and I just think to myself, my goodness, you know, really? This is what we're doing? You guys could be doing so much good stuff, and we're embroiled in this type of dialogue, you know? I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't pay it a lot of attention, but I see it, and when I see it, I go, oh wow, okay. That's interesting. Goat's getting canceled. Oh man. Well, I love that at least one person knows what I'm talking about. That's fantastic. Okay, so then we can agree I'm not the only one that sees this stuff, right? And just goes, oh my goodness, that's what's going on? That's what the discourse is about? Come on. Everybody get over themselves. Just think of what you could be doing with your channel and your community. But you know what? If they were doing that, they wouldn't be the size they are, right? Isn't that's the argument? Yeah. So that's a whole other unfortunate thing, I suppose. Am I getting canceled now? Is that what's happening? I guess I'm getting canceled. I don't know. It's been fun. It's been fun, everybody. Good people have a harder time getting that resource. Yeah, it's true. It is true. Okay, all right. I do like this one, I think. Yes. Yes, I like this one a lot. The old radiation beam. Hey, you know, we're gonna try, Cameron. We're gonna try. We're gonna keep going. Keep putting the time in. I mean, I do it for the fun of it, and then on top of it, you know, because the channel did grow to a certain level, we are able to do some good for the planet. All right, so this is looking super solid, I'm gonna say. Well, you know, if I end up getting canceled, I'll just, you know, I'll have some kind of pirate radio station. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'll set up in the basement, and it'll be totally fine, right? Maybe I'll set up in the crawl space. I'll cover the whole thing in tinfoil. They won't be able to get in. They will not know about us. Okay? The tinfoil will stop them at their own game. All right, we're getting into the stackies. Sometimes they are a problem. So far, though, we're looking pretty okay. Let's see if we can grab a level up before we grab this. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's get that rattler. Wonderful. All right. I took a sip of coffee at the wrong time there. I thought I had more time because we were on the upgrade screen, but I forgot I wasn't the one making the choices. Yeah. That's all right. These guys created a little bit of a struggle for me last time. All right, but that guy's looking a little bit cracked in a good way. So there's that. We got that going for us. Let's get those trapped up there. All right. Let's go back to this guy. All right. You may or may not have strongly suggested to a content creator that may or may not be pretty big that I work with. They may or may not have bought a few go-karts. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I appreciate that. All right. That went much better than last time. All right, we're going fission, apparently. All right, there we go. Oh, man. Going straight to Blizzard Town again. That's great. I didn't realize we were so close to the end of the round here. Just took a look at the progress bar a second ago. Yeah, my hope is that we will continue to see channel growth. If I'm being completely honest with all of you, and I would be nothing but. I do think that growth was a little bit less than I thought it was going to be overall in 2025, and I don't exactly know why that is. But here we are, you know. We're having fun. That's primarily what it's all about. But a large community, you know, it allows you to do more. But we'll get there. We're going to keep going. Believe me, I'd like to be able to put out at least 2 videos a day consistently at consistent times, and you know, all that good stuff. It's hard to do. It's hard to do with a real job sometimes. My real life job sometimes gets busy, and you know, you get pulled away. Nice thing is, this never feels like work. This is always just such a nice, relaxing hobby, making content. With the added bonus of being able to do nice things. Boy, that nuclear shot ball is really devastating when it hits in the right spot. Okay, this is nice. All right, Wiki 1 Hanover Square, and especially read the 1980s and 2010s portion. That was the place I got posh people kicked out for complaining I was too loud with my group. Interesting. All right, I like that we can hit this guy from the front. We don't have to do something where we position the balls in the back. Cool. Step 1. Oh, wow, that almost fell right on our head. another layer down. I'm glad I had all that laser training when I was growing up. Yeah, my parents used to just put me in a room full of lasers and, you know, one wrong move and... Well, my leg's on the ground. My leg, right? It has really helped me in sections like this. You guys have that laser training when you were growing up? Yeah, we had a room similar to the one in the Resident Evil film, right? One wrong move and not great, not great. Yeah, Sabi, you know I'm off today, so I thought, boy, you know, let's jump in. Let's do a live one. Why not, right? More fun with all of you. All right, we're looking good. I think we got this. Yeah, Sabi, we've got, we just opened up the best character in the game. The reason this is the best character in the game is because I don't get to make any decisions anymore about upgrades. And so any wrong decisions can no longer be blamed on me. It's so good. It's so good. You're going to watch YouTube and play games, but I guess I'm stuck with listening to Go. Well, you know, I mean, look, it's a good stuck. It's a good stuck, you know? One more until next lift upgrade unlocked. Okay, outstanding. Outstanding. All right. Increase harvest clock by 4 seconds when part of a harvest. I think that sounds lovely. I will take the extra time for sure. All right, so we got another win with the cogitator. Wow. Cheers to all of you. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, look at this. New upgrades unlocked. New items will have a chance of appearing upon leveling up. So we've got light. Blinds enemies on hit for 3 seconds. Blinded units have a hard time detecting you and have a 50% chance of missing when they attack. The vampiric sword. Each kill heals you by 5, but each shot you take deals 2 damage to you. Increase crit chance to 20% when hitting blinded enemies. Critical hits deal 13 to 20 bonus damage. Huh. Okay. Yeah, so some neat new options. We've got maybe another new character to take a look at. Now, where do you suppose we should put this down in the big old mess? Maybe right over here. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Now, Sabi, don't worry about the mess because I'm actually going to have my daughter clean this up for us later. Okay, it's going to be fine. I know I've made quite a mess. It's going to be fine. We're also going to, we're going to expand a little bit here. And we're going to make even more of a mess, I think. Oh, you know what? Okay, not enough resources. Well, let's take care of that now. Let's take care of that now. So, let's, well, we definitely want to get back up there. Yeah, let's send them. Let's send them out. Okay, they definitely ended up in a very empty space, which not fantastic.
but that's all right. Still did some things that are nice. So that's good. But we should definitely put stuff in this empty space here. That might not have been the best decision, but if you've hung out here before, you understand. You understand. And we have just one more spot that we have not completed yet, and we've got some new goodies. And I feel like the Cogitator is the proper character when we've got new goodies that might pop up. So, for all the right reasons, right? Okay. I hope some of these new items pop up and we can see them in action. All right. Interesting that we went with the statue. I would love to see an Evo with that. Now, let's see if we can level up before we pick up that thing. Perfect. So, Sabi, any interesting weekend plans? Are you drinking anything interesting? Sabi was instrumental many moons ago helping me with boilovers that I was having with my mocha pot, believe it or not. Yeah, me making a mess of coffee. Might be working. Sorry to hear. That nasty work. Always getting in the way of it. Do you work longer shifts at whatever you're out there doing? Oh, that is interesting that we combined the healing statue and that relic. That's really cool. I would say that the AI made a really fantastic choice there that I probably would not have, and that's why I appreciate that he is in charge right now of things. You saying magnesis has an equal or lesser chance to happen daily than me making a mess? I appreciate that. Okay, gotcha. We better start working on this guy. Big guys tend to get away from me if I wait too long.
It looks like we're doing okay so far. Let's just switch sides here. Come on. Nice. I am a fan of the earthquake ball. Outstanding. Stone mine. Assign a character here to harvest up to 1 stone from each adjacent boulder every 10 minutes. Whoa. All right. Increase crit chance. All right. Oh, we got an Evo. We've had this one. This one's pretty great. Almost made the mistake of taking a sip again. I forget every time how fast they make that decision. See, you got to take a sip now before you hit continue. Cheers, everybody. Oh, interesting. I do not always take that one. All right, these choices I feel are really working out for us quite well. Oh, wow. So this is a character that makes the goat having to level up his sipping game cool. Yeah, it's true. Out of coffee for this morning, so I'm doing some Weiler's sugar-free raspberry lemonade. Oh my goodness, I remember Weiler's. I certainly remember Weiler's. It's been a minute for me on the Weiler's. We were more of a Kool-Aid household, but Weiler's did happen occasionally. I know about the Weilers. Yeah, Sabi, this is the perfect character for the goat. No choices. What a time. Auto fire and auto aim is so last year. Now we got auto choices. I'm here for it. We're already looking a little bit crumbly, which I can appreciate. There we go. Come on, we need to start seeing that crumble. Let's switch sides here. Ooh.
All right. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Oh, the old freeze ray. Okay. $5 says that the last year joke makes it into the video he does on this character. That's called a straw. I was thinking more along the lines of an IV. Auto sipping. Yes. Yes. Auto sipping. We all deserve nice things. That's my opinion. All right, this is getting a little... I feel like the walls are starting to close in on us a little bit here. And by a little bit, I do mean a lot of bit. But maybe we can mount a little bit of a comeback here. All right. There's some Ludens for us. Trying to grab all the experience at the same time, too. You know how things are when I'm without my magnesis. It's a little bit hairy out there. All right, we're just kind of like going back and forth from the game being stacked against us to having a chance, and I like it. Take the vision. Ooh, nice. Everybody getting some love. Oh, that is a stacked piece, isn't it? Oh, that was nice. Okay. All right. Time for a sip. I was trying to be patient. I was trying to be patient. Okay. Many IVs, never enjoyed them. But I have, even in the worst coffees, enjoyed it a little bit. Yep. Yeah, we might. We're crossing our fingers. We might. That vial of Ludens certainly helps. Looks like we've got a Ludens on deck here. Yeah, I think we definitely have a fighting chance at this. Just about full health for this encounter. That's pretty great. I can level up one more time too. There it is. All right. Some rock and stone for you. Live goat. My goodness, what a time. Welcome aboard, Van City Vice. Thanks for being out here with us.
when I got to the boss the first time, and you know, the background music started popping off, I thought to myself, I didn't know we were going to the club today, but here we are, you know? It's been a minute for the goat and the club, but look, if I need to throw down, I could be ready to throw down. You know what I mean? Do we need to bust out the electric slide right now? Do we need to talk about that? Oh, that's too kind. Definitely not famous. Not yet. We were just talking about that earlier, you know, if the channel just managed to get bigger, you know, and of course I hope it does, but you know, like 100,000 subs type big. Tough to pull off, but possible. Very possible. Oh, we definitely took that one right to the forehead. Yes, boogie woogie indeed. Oh my goodness. You know, they made us do the electric slide in high school. I'm not kidding you. It's still a thing. Still very much a thing. Well, maybe it's not a thing. It's been a minute. I don't know what they're doing these days, but it was a thing back then, many moons ago. All right. We'll take the level up happily. Housing ability has been upgraded. Nearby wheat fields regrow 35% faster. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's been a minute. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. All right, here's what we do need. We do assign a character here to harvest up to 1 stone from each adjacent boulder every 10 minutes. Oh my. Okay, well, welcome to Boulder City, where the boulders are always bouldering. Okay, look at this. Yep, we're just look. I'm gonna do this right this time. This is gonna be the one thing that I've done right. This section, this is pretty good. Okay, over here, F-. All right, this is F-. D's get degrees. F's, no, that's not how any of that works. But D's get degrees. We're not even. Yeah. I would love another new character. Should I just make a mess of this? Look, that's what we're doing, okay? All right? Except you can put that in the back off by itself. Yeah, no, it's true. But you know, occasionally I'll be able to hit these, and I think I've got something else where the time goes up, right? If I hit the stone, I don't. Wait, you know what? There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in this video game. Let me tell you. So, definitely would like to bounce onto that a number of times. So let's do that, and you know, maybe this is going to work out. Maybe it's not going to work out. But you know what? I'm going to argue that it did work out pretty okay, even despite the big mess that I've made. Okay. Yeah, very cool. So let's go ahead and can we assign somebody there? Yes, we can. Let's assign you. Wonderful. All right.
So that's good. We've got somebody assigned. Good deal. Upgrade the resources around gathering huts first. Okay. That's a point well taken. I'm out of cash at the moment. Put a guy in there and upgrade all the rocks. You will double your income. Okay, yeah. Came for the Lucky Tower, but I stayed for the well. Okay, also Lucky Tower. But now I'm back twice a day looking for that next dopamine fix. Thanks for all the great content. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for making this a thing that is quite enjoyable. Now, did we get another gear? No, we've got one of 2 gears. Okay. So then let's see if we can come back in and topple this third area with the warrior. And this is this is a break. This is a break from having all the decisions made for us. And if you are worried, I am equally worried about having to make the decisions again. I'm slightly worried about it, but here we are. I think we'll be okay. I've learned some evolutions now. Probably plenty more to find out there. Crit chance from the right side. Let's do it. Yeah, you know, a lot of people came for the Lucky Tower. That was probably one of the most successful pieces of content the channel has ever seen. Truly. That brought a lot of new folks to the community. I think that first Lucky Tower video had something like 30,000 views, and you know, when the views get in the thousands like that, and the watch time is good. Like, watch time average is very, very important on YouTube in terms of the video getting recommended out. You know, it's one of those key performance indicators, right? Not to use an overly corporate word. I hate all of them. But it is a KPI indeed. And, oh yeah, we're going to go with that. And, you know, the watch time was good, and so it kept getting recommended out. The other thing was, you know, not many people were playing the game, and so there was less, quote-unquote, competition for said views. And so all of that came together. Oh, that does look interesting. Let's do this. KPI is your corporate life. Yeah, well, you know, there are many of us out there, right? You know, I think we're gonna go with the horn, and maybe we could come up with a rattler as well. Maybe that could be a thing we do. Yeah, the KPIs, right? Better, faster, stronger. But it is better and faster and stronger. Really? Show us with a Power BI report then. Show us with the tableaus. Yeah. Oh, hey, look at this. Look at this. This is a brand new one. But the rattlers popped up, and we know we can get a synergy there. You know, if you melt iron, you start bombs. Oh, goodness. All right. Yeah, I know, Van. I know.
I know. Listen. I know. Hey, good news, bad news, right? Mostly bad news, probably, depending on how you look at it. But, you know, good news, bad news. Well, we hate the KPIs, but how much longer will we be looking at the KPIs? Because, well, we've got the GPTs now, right? At some point, the GPTs will be doing the BIs and the Excels and all this stuff. And, you know, we'll be doing something else that's not KPIs, right? Maybe? I don't know. Need that Power BI report to show the KPIs so we can evaluate that ROI. Yeah, right. Analysis paralysis, right? What a time. What a time. Good stuff. Another meeting that should have been an email. All right. Fusion or fission? I am thinking fission. See, I was hoping our Rattler, another relic, got upgraded as part of that. So let's do this guy. And let's do this guy. Yeah, you know, I think in a couple years the corporate landscape is going to look so different. I don't really know where it's all gonna go and how it's gonna look, but you know, the well, all the tools. Oh, look at this! Look at this! I think we want to do that. All of these tools out there now, whether it's the GPTs or, oh, look at this. The lightning rod plants a lightning rod into enemies it hits. Okay, I want both of these eventually. I also want that. I would like all of them. I would like all of them, please. We're gonna do this one. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, we've got, you know, you've got companies that are saying, hey, we would like LLMs everywhere. Can you please equip these people with an LLM, please, so that, you know, they can be harder, faster, stronger? Thank you so much, right? And they're rolling out the LLMs, right? Now we also have companies that are looking at quantum computing. Right? And what can we do with quantum that we can't, you know, do with the standard cloud architectures today, right? With all the Gen AI stuff. So it's all going somewhere. I don't have the answers, but there are things happening. Very much so. Let's do this. Let's do that. Quite wild. There's lots of things popping off and happening. All right, we're gonna go to Evolution Town. We're gonna get that cornucopia. Each time baby balls are created, spawn 0 to 1 more baby balls. The only language you need, language model. It's just FU over and over. Very easy to maintain, never breaks. Look, next time I'm in a meeting, I'm going to recommend this, okay? I'm going to recommend that we look into your model. And if they want KPIs, I'll circle back with you. Because I'm sure you can provide KPIs on this. All right, what are we doing here? Are we doing lightning rod? You know, let's
Yes, let's do that. You'll bring the comfy chairs. That's awfully kind of you. Well, you know, things are going to be different. Things are going to be different. Some things are going to go away. Some things are hopefully going to expand. Some things hopefully be because of all our workplace futurists out there. You know, hopefully some new things are going to open up, and we're gonna find all these new things that we need people to do, and everything's gonna work out fine, right? That's let's just bank on that. I'm gonna bank on that, folks. Okay. So, increase crit chance to 20% when hitting enemies in the same column as you. Oh, I do like that one. All right. So we'll sit in this column for a moment. There it is. Okay. I think we'll go with that, and we'll fission. Wonderful. But you know, I'll tell you this too, and I am not an expert on any of this stuff, by the way, but I feel like I know a little bit just from reading. And while, you know, we're of course going to have advancements for corporate America and their KPIs, go them, right? I do also believe that when you talk about something like quantum specifically, I do think that we are going to have new medicines and new treatments that are going to come from quantum computing. Specifically, you know, you talk about DNA and how complicated the body is. Well, all of our bodies, right? All the differences and complications with solving problems like that. You know, some of those questions could take today's computers 1,000,000 years to solve. But via quantum, you know, they're going to be able to solve these things. So the drug companies and there's going to be opportunities like that. That's what I believe. And so that's exciting. That's exciting. All right. So let's see here. Yo. Everyday quantum computing will be the difference between the telephone by Bell and the smartphone in 1/1000th of time. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I agree with that. Totally agree with that. You know, a lot of the stuff that's going on right now with quantum is very theoretical. They're you know, thinking about, hey, what are the kind of problems that we could solve once this technology is you know, more widely available. A lot of companies don't have their own quantum computer. They're renting out usage time from the D-Waves of the world. It doesn't make sense for them to have their own, but you know, in a way, there's a community behind it, and they're working together, and they're idea sharing, and that's all good stuff. All right, I feel like we're about to get smashed here, and not in a way that you would like, right? At least we got that level up going for us, right? Unless we're just about to mount a serious comeback right now. Maybe that's what we're... Is this the comeback? Maybe? No? Come on. All right.
Now, if we could just come with a bottle of Ludens real quick here, that would be just stupendous. Hey, they must have been listening. There it is, right there. All right, so let's grab that. Let's see if we can grab a level up as well. Ooh, another bottle of Ludens. Okay. Balls for the comeback, yes. Okay. Oh, fire straight up. That's a good reminder, buddy. Thank you. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Yep, same column, right? Good pointing that out. I'm glad you said something. Oh, we got caught up there for a moment. You know, the goat forgets his build every once in a while. It doesn't happen a lot, thankfully, but, you know, just every once in a great while, there's a little bit of the forgetting, you know? I would argue that there's more forgetting when live streaming, because, you know, there's more to think about. There's more to consider, right? Yeah. More crit from the right side. Yeah, I do recall that one. That was the first thing we took. So what column is the boss in? I ask. All of them. All of the columns. Oh boy. All right. Need to get rid of these guys. All right, this is not looking terribly. And I know, I hear you. You're saying not yet. Come on, goat. Now again, all the laser training that I had when I was growing up, when my parents would put me in that laser room, I'm sure you had one as a child as well. This is really coming in handy right now. They always used to say, if you get burned, no dinner, you know? You can eat your leg, it's on the ground. You missed that one, right? All right, this looks good. This looks very good. Uh-oh. That one didn't look so good for a second. All right. That's exciting. Blueprint found. Unlocks the ability to exchange gold for other resources. Whoa. Okay. You didn't have the privilege of lasers. You had 2x4s. The old laser room. What a time. Yeah. It was. It was. All right. Level 8 warrior. Holy moly. Okay, well, you've obtained enough gears to upgrade the lift. Cool. All right. So we're going to upgrade the lift. We're going to take a look. Oh, the fungal forest. Well, that sounds fun. All right, folks. I think that's where we're going to stop this one. And,
I'll probably just continue live streaming this game. I think this is a nice chill game for everybody, and it's nice to be able to chat with you all, especially with a game that, of course there's thinking involved unless we play as my favorite character, right? Much love to all of you. Thanks for hanging out. It was fun. And boy, if you're looking for more to watch, great news. There is a epic ton of stuff to watch. If you're looking for non-rogue content, you can find that on the members side. We have a full playthrough of Chronos that we're working through. That's been a lot of fun. And going to be kicking off another spooky game very soon, it looks like. The votes are in, and it looks like we are moving in the direction of Silent Hill 2 Remake, which I've been looking forward to playing, so I don't mind that at all. But I want to wish everybody a rest of a fabulous Friday. Whether it's morning, afternoon, or night, we're worldwide now, so you got to recognize all the time zones. Have a fantastic rest of your Friday, and a great weekend. Drink lots and lots of coffee, or tea, or hot chocolate, whatever your thing is. And we'll do this again sometime soon. We'll get together and play a roguelike or a roguelite, because, well, they're the best. And you're all the best, too. We have given away $3,000 to Gamers Outreach this year because of all of you. Or Weilers. Yes. All the Weilers. Drink that too. With some ice. Don't drink that warm. You won't like that warm. Or maybe you will. And that's strange. Okay. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.